Are you impressed yet? Do you see all my pipe stuff? You consider me to be a professional pipe smoker? Well, you should, because that's what I identify as. And in today's world, I can be whatever I want. So today, I'm a professional pipe smoker. Now in reality, let's just do that. Today, we're looking at mastering the tobacco pipe. This one in particular happens to be my favorite tobacco pipe, so I'll probably be smoking this one. First, we gotta walk through a few details if you wanna become a true master, a true professional pipe smoker. I'm assuming you're watching this video and you already know the basics of how to smoke a tobacco pipe. And if you don't, I have quite a few videos on my channel that go into every detail. I'll put a link to some of those in the description below. You know you're a professional if your thumb looks like this because you keep sticking it in the bowl of the pipe to clean it. Professionally clean now. Hey, side note before we jump in any further, I am doing my best to grow this channel, and I would love your help if you're interested in videos about tobacco pipes, cigars, drinking bourbon, and trying to figure out what it means to be a man in today's world that is trying to make you feel like a jerk for even being of the male persuasion. Subscribe to my channel if you would, that's a huge help. So is commenting, thumbsing up the video, and sharing it. Lastly, if you really like this content, then you can be one of my favorite people by supporting this channel and the pursuits that I'm going after via Patreon. Link in the description. All right, so let's get into this. In my opinion, if you want to take your tobacco piping game to the next level, it's important to start with understanding why you're smoking a tobacco pipe in the first place. Because to me, that gets into the essence of what it means to really enjoy the pipe. You get to a point where you're really not going to learn anything more. You're not going to learn any more techniques. You're not going to understand how to smoke it better. That stuff's stupid. It comes with smoking more. The real enjoyment, really upping the enjoyment of these, is by understanding why you do it. Now, if you're like me and most guys, I think that you would probably fall into a few different categories as to why. Most of the reasons, at least for me, come down to it's a way to relax, it's a way to get my mind off of the craziness of life. I can slow down, I can focus on one thing. Because in general, life is pretty good at bringing difficulty and stress. Maybe you are like me, you're the kind of guy who wishes he could be better. Being a better man to my wife and my kids has become the forefront of my focus. And one of the things that the pipe does for me is allows for kind of a big word. We're taking it down into a pretty serious note here. Self-reflection. I have learned that throughout the day, it's very easy to stay distracted from thinking through some of my personal issues and areas that I need to grow in, need to get better at. It's just easier to let life continue to be busy. Social obligations, work, hobbies, fun, distractions. I can fill my day with those for a long time and never actually look inside of myself to figure out how am I doing in areas that I know I struggle with, and should I do better in those areas? A pipe really helps to do that because it's something you do without many other distractions. If you allow yourself, you can really start to think a lot during the time it takes to smoke a bowl. And while I think it's important to focus on mastering certain areas of our life, especially the tobacco pipe, I think it's probably even more important to focus on mastering areas of our life that really matter, like the kind of husbands we are, the kind of fathers we are. Is this video taking a very serious tone and approach that you weren't expecting? You're just like, I just want to know how to smoke a pipe better. Apologies, I know I'm going down a little side tangent, but this is an area of my life that I've been focusing a lot on, is making myself a better husband, father, leader in my community, and it's an area I've lacked in, so it's like a passionate area of mine. Actually, if you look through some of the videos on my channel, it's a direction I've shifted the channel into a little bit. But at the same time, I still stinking love a tobacco pipe. And so while these two things seem possibly disconnected, self-evaluation, which is over here, and smoking a tobacco pipe, they're actually connected deeply, I think. And truly, if you want to enjoy your tobacco pipe more in that time, and make that time more significant than just a thing you do. I think connecting it to self-evaluation and working on yourself is the key to becoming a professional pipe smoker. I guess the point I'm trying to make is that smoking a tobacco pipe can be a lot more than simply smoking a tobacco pipe. I would argue that as a man, it should be used for more than simply smoking a tobacco pipe. It should be used as a time to evaluate yourself, to look into areas of your life that you know you're struggling in, areas that you know you haven't met the mark in, that you need to work on. Could be your health, fitness, the way you eat, the way you drink, the time you spend with your wife, with your kids, how you earn money, the amount of money you're earning for your family. I mean, all these areas are crucial and important areas of a man's life, something they should focus on. And I think a tobacco pipe time is an incredibly useful time to go through some of those things, to figure it out, and to come up with a plan to actually make yourself better. Now, if any of that sounds interesting and you're like, I really just wanted to know how to smoke a pipe better, myself and a few other guys have started to meet on Discord, which I will put a link to in the description below. Now, just so you know, we're starting this out as a trial. We're just some guys, regular guys, who are trying to figure out how to become better men for ourselves, for our families, for our communities, and eventually, hopefully, our country. Good quality men is something our country really is lacking right now. And it's an important time to stand up instead of sitting down and ignoring the problems and issues you may have in your own life. And all I'm saying is that when you're smoking a tobacco pipe, it's a good time to look at some of those things and actually do something about it. If you're interested in doing something about it, it's two ways you can do it. If you want to join us in our pursuit and trying to figure it out and make ourselves better, join our Discord, link is in the description, or you can email me directly at thesuburbanpilgrims@gmail.com, and we can chat through that way. You may look at this video as like, dang, this is just a stupid, shameless plug. He really had no interest in showing me anything about tobacco pipe. That's not true. I've got a few tips here for you that'll sprinkle into this video, hopefully to keep you intrigued. A couple of things I've learned over time smoking a tobacco pipe and enjoying it more is that really, in the end, for the most part, it's very easy to figure out how to light your pipe, how to pack it. That stuff is not really what's important. To me, the biggest way to improve your pipe sessions and to become a master piper is to figure out how to enjoy those times better when you're actually smoking the pipe. What are you actually doing during those times? What are you thinking about? To me, it's an extremely valuable point of time, an area in every man's life that they should have where they're focused on only themselves. It's selfish time, and I think that's important for guys today. Anyways, that's what I have for today's video. I know this wasn't really focused on tobacco pipes that much, except for that I had them in my hand and talked a little bit about them. But hopefully, you can see where I'm coming from. Time is the most important thing we have in this world. And so if you're using a significant amount of it to smoke a pipe, you know, a good half hour, 45 minutes, just focused on you, I'd suggest using that time for something useful, like self-evaluation and deep thoughts. Boy, that sounds terrible, doesn't it? You kind of want a pipe to do the opposite of that, but I don't know. The way the world's going and heading, the world needs men to stand up and lead. And maybe that could be you. If so, join what we're pursuing over on Discord. Thanks for watching. Oh, and please subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, comment in any way. Let me know if this was a stupid video, a poor use of your time. And let me know what you typically do when you're smoking a tobacco pipe. What thoughts do you typically have? What seems to be the best use of that time for you? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.